Hello. In this video, we're going to talk about how to join your Zoom meetings for classes. Okay, so if you look at my screen right here, this is a regular Google Classroom that most of you should be enrolled in. And one of the materials postings by your teacher will be something about a Zoom link. It might be different per class, but you're going to see one of these MEK Review Zoom links. That's what you have to click at least 5 minutes prior to your class to join your lecture. So let's go ahead and, I'm not going to click this one. I have an example one here. And we're going to go ahead and just paste it into the browser. But like I said, you can just click this and it'll work. All right, so let's go ahead and see what happens. So for me, I have the Zoom application downloaded. You might not have it downloaded yet. We're going to suggest that you do download the Zoom application. We'll talk about how to get that. You can go ahead, it'll say right here, download and run Zoom, so you can download it right away. If you don't, though, there is a way to join it from the browser, but we do suggest to always download the Zoom application because there's limited functionality between the browser Zoom and the Zoom application. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the browser form first. So I'm going to hit cancel. I'm not going to open with the application. You might not see the browser join right here. So we're going to click launch meeting. And once again, if you don't have the Zoom application, what's going to happen is this pops up. If you cannot download or run the application, join from your browser. If you click that, it's going to ask you to say your name. And then it's going to prove that you're not a robot. So hit join. And now you are in the Zoom meeting. Now we said limited functionality. It's going to open up join audio by computer. So see, everything that Zoom's, all these notifications are coming from your browser. So you have to actually give permission to your browser. There could be potential issues with that. For example, your microphone and your camera might not be set up to the proper one with your browser. To change that, we can talk about that. So I'm going to click allow. So right now, this is the teacher, MEK English Lab. They're not running their video at the moment. And neither am I, as you can see. Actually, let me move myself real quick. So as you can see in the bottom left here, I am muted and I don't have video started. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute myself. You can see I've unmuted myself so the teacher can hear me. If I click start video, I actually have to allow my camera. If I click allow, there you go. It popped up. Now my teacher can see me. Okay. Now let's talk about if you have issues with using your camera or your software in the browser setting. You're going to have to go to your browser settings right over here and manage that depending on what browser you use. So this is Chrome. If you click settings, there's going to be an option. You can just go ahead and search camera or microphone and you can change the you can change what they use for. So right here, camera, ask before accessing, and then you could change what it is. So whether or not you have multiple choices here, that could be an issue. But like we said, we're going to really recommend that you download the Zoom application. Let's talk about what that process is like. It's actually even easier if you have the Zoom application. Same idea. We'll start from the beginning. Here is our Zoom classroom. We're going to click that link, and it's going to run. If you have the Zoom application, if you download it and run it, it's going to, every time you click, it's going to say open with Zoom meetings. And you click that. If you attended our student orientation, this should look familiar. We have the video preview and the options to join with video or join without video. We're always going to want to join with video. So let me move my camera back down. We're always going to join with video. And there we have it, join with computer audio. And this is the Zoom meeting for your class. Let me go ahead and pull that back up. You are muted, so I'm going to unmute myself. And there we go. It might look a little confusing because my video is being used twice. Let's talk about some troubleshooting errors in the Zoom application. Like we talked about earlier, your microphone or your camera might not be properly selected. To do that, right over here is the arrow next to the microphone and the arrow next to your camera. If you click these, you have options to both choose the microphone and the speaker. If you're using a headset or headphones with the microphone, those will probably be the same device. If you just recently plugged in a new device, before starting your Zoom or even while on the Zoom meeting, it might not always automatically pick the most current one. So you might have to change some settings on that based on what you plugged in. Same thing with the video. If you have multiple webcams, or say you have a laptop camera and then an external webcam that you plug in, that could be another way you can change that. Okay, so let's go ahead and leave the meeting here. Let's talk about another way you can troubleshoot before meetings. We want to talk about this website, zoom.us/test. If you go here, it's going to say join a meeting test, and you're going to test your internet connection by joining a test meeting. You could test your internet connection for stability. You can check, that your hardware is working. So check your microphone and your camera prior to the meeting. So you click join, and this is a meeting that no one else is in, and it's just you testing your equipment. So same idea, you can test it in the browser or with the Zoom meetings. Let's go ahead and we're assuming that you will have the application downloaded at this point, and it's the same as a regular meeting. We're going to join with video, and so this is great, do you hear a ringtone? So you can see actually my speakers are here. And right now I'm not hearing it because I chose the wrong speaker. So if I choose the speakers I'm using, let's see. Oh, I hear it now. It's actually coming from my speakers. So right there, you can see that the sound is coming out of my microphone, but I actually don't have headphones plugged into my microphone, so I can't hear anything. If I change that to my actual computer speakers, I now hear the ringtone, and you should hear it faintly through the microphone as well. I want to click yes. Yes. And now it's testing my input levels. So you can hear it repeating what I just said. Confirming that your microphone is working. So let's click yes. And see, now speaker and microphone look good. And now we can join with computer audio, which would allow everyone else to hear you. So what the Zoom test meeting allows you to do is check the microphone, the camera, the input, and the output levels. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of looping in the video here, so that's okay. Let's leave meeting. Okay, so that is how to join the Zoom meetings through the browser and the Zoom application. A couple of troubleshooting tips that will help you if you are experiencing any issues prior to your Zoom meetings, and how to test your equipment and your internet connection using the website zoom.us/test. I hope that was helpful. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.